Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Destinies! We are continuing the second day of the investigations, and we're heading to the maintenance area to, I think, look for Scuttlebutt, who is hiding around at the stage in the last video. So let's continue.
Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone! Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? Failure as a reporter?
What the frick is that sound that she makes? Ah! Ah! Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme.
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache.
I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's what you were just thinking.
What kind of person do you think I am?
He read me like a book. Apollo has done this many times.
That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this.
Why are you showing me a burnt-up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's a Gavineer's logo there.
So, is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up. Don't look at me! I just happened to find it in the incinerator!
Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose.
Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo.
Depths of despair.
Miriam? I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Sheesh. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all of the photos on my PC. I'm really gonna do it. Here goes! 5%? 10%? Shh. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Shouldn't we stop her, Athena?
Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh, no! My photos! Stop! Cancel! Abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right.
I know! Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts.
Ooh, Athena, that was cringeworthy.
Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back.
Yeah, take your shitty paper.
There is no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just, they were so close. Ever since their freshman year. So, well...
Wait a minute. Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, and I think that's the only explanation. Wait a second! We're not thinking what I think you're thinking! That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio. How could you possibly know that?
That's one abused laptop.
My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that? Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop.
You scared me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop, all roll into one. And RoboCop.
Fine, I'll do it. If that's all you want. Yay! I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Wait! It's not like I owe you anything, but here. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures.
Looks like they're setting up the stage.
Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out, anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
That was really impressive, Athena. What's next?
Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible.
Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. They're probably back in the lecture hall in the hallway? Okay, nothing here, so I guess it's the hallway. Let's do it.
Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted to work with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure. But you two? Meh. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice.
You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either.
About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you?
Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end. Or as we say around here, don't. The end justifies the means.
Ugh. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugo Connor.
Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin.
Could Hugh and Robin's confession really prove they're innocent instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackquill was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you?
I've no intention of saying anything anymore. Now, if you excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. Huh. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out on me. For me. Leave, and we just might discuss you know what.
No, wait! One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about?
I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you?
So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing this discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin.
You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question.
About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd. Why did she want to see you?
I've no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can.
Ugh. Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hughes is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth?
The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter.
No, you're wrong! I don't care what anyone says! I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth! That's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory.
I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about the truth you're so interested in.
Hugh.
But... Don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand?
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
What a terrible thing to say! I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually.
Were?
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
What are you saying?
This conversation's over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. Hugh, wait! He's gone.
He doesn't care about her anymore. Why would he say that?
That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation.
All right. We don't really have much time left anyway.
The art room. Ha ha ha! Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again!
Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier.
Don't mention it! Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about! Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred? That's right! You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. The area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out! Okay. I want to present my badge first. That was totally random. Well, two can play at this game. And just as we trust! How do you like them apples? Pretty spiffy, huh? I polish the leather case to a rich luster daily. And once a week I apply an anti-rust protection to my badge.
Is all that really necessary?
Of course it is! A detective's badge is his first line of defense. Okay. I'm sure you treat your badge with tender, loving care, too. Athena, I always see your badge gathering up dust on your desk. You usually scramble to find it right before leaving the office.
No comment.
Let's do some talking.
Find anything new, Detective Fulbright?
Ha ha ha! Good question! Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet.
He sure is confident for having found nothing.
But if we are talking about outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough.
Oh dear! Unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do.
No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one.
Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed.
Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? Are we? Yes, excuse me. So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really?
Come on, just tell us already.
Aw, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back.
Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder?
Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. That's not good. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugo Connor? Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes.
He's the last person I want laughing at me.
So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting "You're a goner" around the time of death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it?
I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place.
Alright, time to examine stuff.
Hey, look! That's you on this mobile, Apollo! A red demon!
A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around the bush to me. No! See the antennas and the yellow spots on his back? Anyone could see it's a ladybug! I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena?
I really regret bringing this up.
Haha.
Hey!
Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
You're right! Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this.
Let's look at the clock.
This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate.
You sure? How'd you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see?
Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
It has? This is unacceptable! We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective?
But...
This clock must have also been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwood won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost.
You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait just 1 minute! The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime?
That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, it looks like a nice drawing of a crescent moon.
But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
Oof. Then what's this moon doing here?
I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad.
Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 o'clock when the photo was taken. Take that! I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where the moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear. They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right. And at around 6 o'clock p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 o'clock when the backdrop was being set in place.
Well then.
So the art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder.
How? How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
Yes! I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence. Hey, this area with the rope around it.
That's where we detected a large blood stain. In short, the victim was stabbed here or somewhere close by.
The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right?
Right, but we are able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all evidence of wrongdoing, and that,
in a nutshell, is justice, right?
I'd appreciate it if you'd let me have the cool lines. Oh, frickin' Fulbright.
A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this.
Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but...
Oh look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh. I think this is plenty good myself.
I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper.
I bet it would have been really artistic looking.
Kinda like that.
A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, and has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it.
I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her. And those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay, whatever, Athena.
3 busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or a prosecutor. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out looking one the defendant.
Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor.
I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor? Think, Apollo, think! This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go!
I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks.
Really? Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here.
Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue.
So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
Ugh, I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit.
Hehehe. Look at the piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. And I bet it won't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it.
Oh, I think that was Apollo's line a minute ago. Sorry.
It looks just like bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it.
Just like bloodstains? In Justice we trust! That does look like bloodstain! We better examine it at once! I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big bloodstain is. And then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped into these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window.
In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage.
The maintenance area is below the room, and the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart.
So, even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place.
Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court.
I think that's all. This one I still need to check.
A mock trial script on the floor and nearby an envelope marked Use.
I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope.
Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rogue et Noir. Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me.
It says there's our special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means.
I should start making a count of how many times that comes up in this game. Or in this case. The prosecution claims that this is the script that was supposed to have been used.
But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
Wow, you have that title memorized already? Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? And just as we trust, it's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. Thank you for letting us know.
I wonder what the main argument will be about now.
How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh? Does he now?
Detective Fulbright?
Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation.
No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you've seen Robin.
Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall.
Video? What video?
Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall.
Right, let's go!
Oh, why not? Let's just keep going. Still got 3 minutes. We're just gonna have to stop somewhere through this. To the lecture hall!
There she is! Robin! Hey, Robin! Oh, Athena! Apollo!
What are you watching there?
Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Professor Mean sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connections between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T. About your confession today. Why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Beans, too. Professor Bean is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro.
But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law.
Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I wanted to be an artist. That's what I really wanted, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash.
I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right.
And we're going to stop right here, and I will see you guys in the next video. We'll continue this conversation with Robin, and I think after that we talk to Junie? Yeah. Cool. Laters.